Well, hey, my fellow living roomers, greetings. Welcome back into another episode of the Living Room Guitarist. I'm Dan, I'm your host. You're my guest. Be my guest anytime in here. It's livingroomguitarist@gmail.com. If you'd like us to feature you on the show, celebrate your guitar journey, and talk about why you love to play this instrument, and maybe share some creative ideas back and forth. It's the living room where we get together, just amateur guitar players hanging out together, swapping ideas back and forth, helping challenge each other and support each other as players on our own little personal journeys up and down the neck here. I got an interesting email about a week or so ago from Barry. Now, you may remember Barry. Several months ago we did a couple of episodes with our friend Barry, who's actually a professional musician and awesome sound engineer and producer. It was just incredible. We went and had a couple of visits with him and posted those. I think it was back maybe in October. Just discussing the basics of home recording for amateur players, and how we can kind of develop our own tunes and produce like that and mix things, just, without breaking the bank. So we got some good education there from Barry. So he sent me this email I got last week, and in the subject line it just said, Dan's idea, sax part. And I thought, well, that's interesting. So I watched what he sent me, this video, and it was just a sound file, excuse me. But I was just, wow. If you remember, just I think one or two episodes ago, episode 53, I presented this simple 4-chord progression here. It was kind of around this G. Just kind of built on that just simple progression there. And to me at the time, it kind of had a somber sort of feel to it, because that's just where my head was at the time based on what was going on. And that's how we write. Whether you're just a living room player like me or an absolute pro, you sort of write music kind of just to match where you are at the moment in a lot of cases. So I had put that out on episode 53 here for the Living Room Guitarist. You can kind of check that out if you want. So I listened to what apparently Barry had just heard this. And he was just listening to it, I guess, however many times, and he just heard a melody in his head. He heard something, and he got out his soprano sax, and he created this. how cool was that? Thanks, Barry. He took my simple 4-chord progression that I thought kind of had a sort of a melancholy kind of flavor to it, and he kind of jazzed it up with the sax. He turned it into what I guess they call it. Sounds like sort of a 70s yacht rock tune or something. It's like Christopher Cross and Chuck Mangione were arm wrestling and came up with something. But I was so humbled and grateful for something like that, that a professional musician took a little thing that I wrote and it spoke to him in a certain way, and he was able just to create something just off the top of his head there, and just that was the coolest thing ever. And you know what? You never know, folks. As a living room player, something you come up with might attract the attention of somebody. You never know. But you know, we're all about supporting each other here. Whether our tunes or our pieces of tunes or our song ideas go anywhere or not, they're for our own enjoyment. Really, we're living room guitar players. Would love to talk about your living room guitar playing journey. It's livingroomguitars@gmail.com. Submit something anytime you like. Maybe it'll catch on, you never know. But in any case, we just kind of send our stuff around the room and help each other just become better players, learning new things to try, and just kind of discovering what's available on this fretboard. It's so much fun to play. So if you have love of music, love of your instrument, submit something anytime. I'd love to have you in here as a guest. It's livingroomguitars@gmail.com. Please subscribe to the show, tell a friend. We'll get him or her in here, and we'll just enjoy playing guitar together here. So if you remember the tune... Thanks, Barry. Even just with all the little mistakes I made in there, you know, he was able to just kind of plow through them and to hide them with the sax. So it was really nice. So Barry had sax with my guitar. All right. Bad joke, but doesn't get any better, folks. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time with another little kind of a 4th of July themed tune on our next episode. Thanks for joining us.